Christ, I could not speak there. All right. 3, 2, 1, and we're live.
Welcome back to Pluto, everyone. My name is
Hello.
Jay, and with me, as always, I got my co-host Jason
Hello.
and Caesar.
How's it going, everyone?
Yeah.
All right. How you guys feeling? How you guys
I'm
doing?
good today,
We're
actually.
good.
I'm good.
We're kind of bored on Pluto, man. It's kind of boring. We need a game, something to
Yeah,
spice things up.
yeah, man. You want spice? You want spice? I got the spice, man. I got some hot spice for you,
Now,
man.
so what's coming out, Jose? Tell us
What's
all about
coming out? What's coming out, ladies and gentlemen? Is Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Boom! The return of Kotor.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing about that actually.
it.
Yes. Yeah. For all of you who don't know what KOTOR is, it stands for Knights of the Old Republic. It is a very old game, Star Wars esque. It's literally one of hailed as one of the greatest games. It got Game of the Year. It got a sequel who also got a Game of the Year. I'm pretty sure. Um, have any of you guys ever played KOTOR?
I didn't have an Xbox or a computer, so I couldn't play it.
Yeah, man. And I never even played Kotar at all. I didn't even
Yeah.
know it existed until like
I know
years
the
after.
story. I know the story because I've looked it up, but like I never played the actual game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I luckily received the pleasure to be able to play KOTOR a few years ago, and I've been playing ever since. It's very that addicting. It can be as addicting as Skyrim can be.
Oh,
So I heard it has
really?
to do with Star Wars, right? Because I know
Yes,
we're a massive Star Wars fan, but we don't
yes,
know
we're
what
all
Kotar
stars.
is. We're behind. Can you believe
Yeah.
that?
Okay, so let me explain to you. Right. So KOTOR, it's a Star Wars D&D esque game that you can play, but that you can play on any Xbox. Uh, and if you don't know what D&D is, oof, that's a lot.
That's that's pretty strange if you don't know what D&D is. Most of the games that we have today, where it's like build your own character, is D&D esque. So that's pretty
Oh,
Yeah,
strange.
yeah, but not a lot of people would know what that is, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with you. You just, gotta look that up. Fix that.
Fix it,
Fix that.
please.
Okay. KOTOR 1, starting off. KOTOR 2 is the ending topic. So going to KOTOR 1. KOTOR 1, briefly, mind you, these stories are very vast and expansive. You play as a character, and this character revolves around the story of Revan, or Darth Revan,
whoa,
if
whoa,
you
whoa,
go
hold on.
that
I've
route.
never even heard of
You've never
Revan.
heard of Revan?
Heard of
What does
Revan?
Never
what does
heard of Revan?
play?
Blasphemy!
Oh
What
my
does that take
god.
Blasphemy!
place?
The
I'm
com-
clueless, remember?
Oh my god, the comment section is gonna have a field day on us.
This guy doesn't know
Two
Revan.
people never played and one person doesn't know Revan. Star Wars fans, please be merciful.
Show pity.
Please.
Okay, so Revan, okay, was a very powerful Jedi of the Jedi Order. Yes, he was a Jedi first. He had many masters. Starting and ending was Jedi Master Aaron Kai. He was the first master he ever received. He's probably also the last master he ever had.
Hmm.
And that's how much of a boss he was. He had to hop from one master to another, learn all their tricks, and pretty much became the ideal Jedi for quite a long time. All right.
And then
So
evil.
whenever you think of Revan,
And then
just
evil.
think yes. But
What a funny way to put it.
there's a lot in between from then to now. And then tragedy strikes. Caesar, do you know what a Mandalorian is?
The Mandalorian? Yes, it's on
Not
Disney.
the
No, not
Mandalorian,
the
but
Mandalorian. A
no.
Mandalorian.
Well, you know
Oh,
what a
yes, the
Mandalorian is.
race, the
Okay.
race, the race. Yes,
Yes. Okay. They're a race of bounty hunters, warriors,
right.
prideful people,
Overall badasses.
honor, battle. Yes. Um, Mandalorian wars happened. The Mandalorians started in the Outer Rim and wanted to move their way forward. Revan was not having this. He went to the Jedi Council. He's like, "Hey, we gotta do something," and they're like, "No," and they're like, "Bet." He leaves, takes hundreds of Jedi's with him, and is probably a herald. as the greatest threat the Mandalorians have fought.
My God, this
Yes,
guy's a force to be reckoned with. This guy's
he
powerful.
was a force to be reckoned with, and when he
Indeed.
became Darth Revan, he became even more of a force to be reckoned with. It is stated by Jedi Master Aaron Kai, when one looks upon Revan, one looks upon the Force. Now, mind you, big, big, big emphasis on this. This is not canon.
Oh,
The story exists, and it's a very beautiful story, but it is not canon,
how many
unfortunately.
people in the community wish it was canon?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody. I
So I
Everybody.
wonder
go
why don't they make it
I
canon?
go on the forums a lot, and I'm always snooping through the Star Wars like forums, Reddit, all that stuff, and like everyone wants Revan to be canon. And I think I heard something that Disney was thinking of making him canon. So I think they made Revan like his name canon, and like he existed, but his story didn't. I could be wrong, but I think because in the Vader comics they showed a dude. I think they showed Revan like his
They showed
mask.
Revan's mask. They showed Revan's mask, and Vader himself only utters one word: Revan.
Yeah.
He knows who Revan is. The world knows who Revan was. But unfortunately, George Lucas and Disney have not made the story of Revan canon, and thus the KOTOR games are not canon and just wistful memories for a lot of Star Wars fans.
Wow.
Yes. But rejoice! KOTOR is
Rejoice.
returning.
Rejoice.
Rejoice! KOTOR is coming back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one knows if it's going to be a remaster. No one knows if it's a continuation of a story. And that is what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
I wonder if
I've
Disney-
read that it's sorry for interrupting you. Real quick, I've read that it's gonna be a part 3.
War 3.
Yeah,
Ooh.
part 3.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true, but I've read that it's gonna be a part 3, which I don't know if that's true, because since the story's not canon,
All right.
why would they be doing a number 3? You got me? To a non-canon story.
That's a very understandable, very logical way of thinking, Jason. Now let me ask you: would you want it to be a third, or would you want it as a remaster or a remake?
Hmm.
Let me ask you specifically this, Jason. Caesar, I'll get to you with this one from a different
Hold on, Caesar.
perspective. Yeah. So, Jason, as a Star Wars fan and someone who hasn't played KOTOR and knows the story, what do you think about this?
um, so it's kind of a tricky point for me because I know the story of Revan. I've watched gameplay and like walkthroughs of both games. Uh, I don't know. I feel like if they put it into canon, they might as well just put all of Legends back into canon, because that's such a key part of Legends that like if you take specifically that out, then really like I mean,
Would it really damage?
yeah, it would. It would
Yes,
really damage
yes.
a lot of it.
It will damage the fan base a bit. It will damage the reputation of George Lucas because of previous statements that he has made in the past.
About Revan?
It can
Yeah.
even damage Disney.
Yeah.
Will deal a huge blow.
Particularly the rule of 2.
Yes. Oh, most definitely. Do you know the rule of two, Caesar?
No. Enlighten me.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Okay. So the rule of two is pretty simple for the Sith, right?
Mhm.
After a brief point period, the
Brief point period.
shift of how the Sith order worked. So as of right now, it works as a
Oh,
rule of
that's
two.
right. I've heard about
Must always
this.
be a master and must always
And
be
an
an apprentice.
apprentice. Right.
Never more.
Nevermore.
Nevermore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Yeah, the Sith were
Edgar
edgy
Allan
like that,
Poe.
man. Sith were edgy.
Yo, Edgar Allan Poe, Sith, Dark Lord of the Sith. Calling it.
Been confirmed.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. He didn't die. He just left the planet.
Oh
So
man.
yes, the rule of two can also be put at risk, but at the
Right.
same time, can it really do a big blow on it? I
Like
don't think so.
when would all of this have taken place within the Star Wars storyline? Because
Thousands of years
Thousands of
before.
thousands of years.
like
So okay,
way before everything.
yes,
Hmm.
yes. So you know how before the Battle of Yavin, everything like the years kind of seemed to be going backwards or
Hmm.
reducing.
Yeah.
Yes. So the Mandalorian Wars take place, I believe, 3,000 or 4,000 years before the Battle of Yavin. Um, and a lot can happen through that time. Let me
Right.
tell you. Right.
Dude, pretty much all of Star Wars can happen in that time.
All of Star Wars did happen all that time,
the only thing,
and
the only
more
thing,
after.
the only thing that might get in the way, which I don't know how it's gonna get in the way, but it might affect the storyline of the new thing they're trying to do, is the High Republic. Now, the High Republic, I think Book One came out recently, or it's coming out, and it takes place 200 years before the Phantom Menace.
Oh,
So I'm thinking maybe the reason they're trying to make a part three.
Tie that in.
No, I just don't know how they would do that. I just don't.
Right.
It doesn't. I mean, like it's so long apart that it wouldn't really matter. Um, except for like the teachings. You get me? The teachings is what carries on. But like
right.
maybe the High
You're right.
Republic does something that changes up the lore. That's why they want to keep it non-canon.
Well, it's in their best interest. I mean, in Disney's best interest, honestly, to get this content in there if they can. But it has to be done in a way where it's like, it makes sense and
Or
doesn't
like
destroy
it's
the whole
natural, or
storyline.
Oh,
it's
there's two.
natural.
There's two books out already of the High
Oh,
Republic. My bad.
no.
Yeah, there's the
Nice.
Light of the Jedi and Test of Courage.
Mm.
All right. Ow.
We gotta get our hands on those.
Hmm.
Right. So back on track. Jason, answer me here and now and speak true.
Or forever hold your peace,
Well,
Just-
man.
forever hold your peace.
I feel like my life's in danger.
It is.
It is.
All right.
KOTOR 3, remaster or remake. One of those three. You gotta pick.
So if I was to decide, okay, here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna have two kinds of answers for this. One, if it stays non-canon, I would like to see a part 3. If it does become canon and they go the remaster route, I would want some tweaking to the story.
So a remake.
If they do a remake, I want some tweaking to the story though.
That's pretty much what that entails. A remaster is just updating the graphics. A remake
A
is
remake
Yeah,
is different.
taking
yeah.
story and changing it.
Yeah, I
So
got
you
confused.
would-
If it's remaster, then that's fine. If it's a remake, then yeah, please tweak up the story a little bit. And if you guys are trying to do, if you guys don't really care, and like you want to keep it non-canon, then go ahead, drop a number 3 on it.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Caesar, I have to ask you. Someone
Ask
who's never
away.
played KOTOR and never seen any imagery from it,
Uh-huh.
would you want the story to continue, or would you want it to change?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no reason why I wouldn't. I don't see why not. If they can fit it in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, harass Caesar a
sense.
little bit. You were going hard
I
on
will
me.
harass Caesar a little bit. Caesar, man, I'm gonna harass you now. So
Do it.
let me ask you,
Tell me.
okay? Why have you never played KOTOR?
Honestly, man, okay, for the audience out there, I got a huge collection of games. Huge, like
Mm-hmm.
probably bigger than most people. Would even
Oh,
think.
Oh,
That's
it's a flex.
little bit
a
unhealthy.
bragger then. A bragger.
No, not a bragger, not a bragger. It's
Oh, a
just the
flexer.
truth. And I don't know. I just never really. I've seen Knights of the Old Republic out there. I've seen it. Don't get me wrong. It's just like it never made sense to me because I'm like, well, is this Star Wars? Is it even real? Like, I never hear anyone talking about this. Is it just like a game that no one ever even plays? Am I gonna get on there and it's just gonna be empty? That's what I've been thinking. Is it because it's an online game, right? You play with other people.
No,
No,
that's
SWTOR.
SWTOR.
That's something completely different.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
you haven't played SWTOR either?
no, not at all.
Oh wow.
that's fair.
Final nail in the coffin. I see.
Yeah, that's fair. Boot him out the airlock. Anyways,
Yeah.
Shoot him down the garbage chute
Yeah.
to the garbage compactor.
But
yes. You see,
basically, uh, I guess if being that I've never played them, I can't really like be like, oh yeah, you really should. The story was never canon. Um, I think it was canon at one point, got decanonized, and then SWTOR came out, and then that became the canon, and then SWTOR's canon got decanonized, and now they're with Disney's Star Wars.
Version.
Yeah.
yes, yeah, that's pretty much how it went down. The KOTOR SWTOR stories are just too vast, and like George Lucas doesn't like Jedi's or Sith to be way too powerful unless they're the main guy. So
Right,
that's
because he wants them to be considered like a balancing force between one another. Right?
well, how George Lucas has said it before is he wants it to kind of rhyme with each other, like a continuing cycle. Like one event happens, leads to another, and then it changes the universe, and then it constantly puts balance within itself.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So the thing is, KOTOR does that as well, but the thing is, it does it better.
Mm.
Yes, because it
Why?
actually brings consequences to people's actions. What?
Ooh.
Hey
Yes.
man,
Yeah.
Wait,
so does
You got
Phantom
something to say to that?
something. So does Phantom Menace. What are you talking about?
oh man, dude. I mean, if they made a film regarding Kothar, I would love to watch it.
Kothar,
You know?
Kothar,
Kotar. We're changing
Kothar.
games, people.
Jesus.
Kothar.
No.
Kothar is Darth Jar Jar Binks. There it is.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Darth Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
So yeah, George Lucas does not like Kotar. He thinks Revan is cool name, but he does not like Revan. He's pretty much the prototype Jesus of the universe. He's not actually Jesus. That's Anakin, but the Force has got a Force.
Yeah, I mean, it depends like the way you look at it. If you are a huge KOTOR fan like most of you guys are, um I feel like there's this like veil on you guys cuz I liked KOTOR, but I was never like there's a group inside the games that are called the Revenites. Right,
Yeah.
Jose? Okay. And like it kind
follow-
Well,
of
that's more SWTOR, to be honest. That's more
that is
the
true, but
Revenants. Yeah, the Revenants get briefed over, and SWTOR. They don't exist yet in the KOTOR verse, I guess you
yeah.
can call that. But like he has very hardcore, like dedicated people for him.
Um I don't know. I feel like a lot of people say that Revan was like super strong, but again, it's an insert player character. So what that means is it's a character that is played by the player. So like Geralt of Rivia, he never loses because he's being played by the characters. I think in the books, if I could be wrong, I'm not very versed on The Witcher in the books, but I think he loses sometimes in the books, but in the games he never loses, and so that's kind of like Revan. So I think to balance it out, in the story, he loses to Vitiate, and then in the game, I think he beats Vitiate if I remember correctly.
Incorrect, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yes. So
You
now,
are wrong.
Hey,
Good
he's-
day, sir.
yes. So let me do a little explaining. Let me lift the veil per se, right? The story of Revan is a story of failure because no matter how powerful he's ever been before or after you can take control, By the way, spoiler alert, we didn't see this earlier. You play as Revan.
Whoa!
Yeah.
So you're
So
actually
we
gonna
kind of
see him
ruined that for
stuff
you,
like that.
Caesar, and everyone else. Our bad.
Oh, true, true. We got so into this, I forgot to say spoilers. Although,
Yes.
but wait,
But
wait.
no, it's fair. He did say it ahead of time.
Yeah, but no, but
Yeah.
here's the thing. The game's been out for how many years? Like,
Well, KOTOR got Game of the Year for 2003, so you do the math.
okay,
Ooh.
so basically, what I'm saying is, do we
You
have
should
to?
have been
Do we
knowing
have to?
this.
It's been out for 18 years. Come on.
You should have been knowing this. Is pretty much
Yeah,
what you're saying, correct?
yeah.
Okay,
Um,
so let me continue. Uh, by the time you take control of Revan, you don't have control over the Force. You've been stripped, quote unquote, of your ability, and you
The
lose all
swordsmanship.
memory. You don't know you're a Jedi. You don't know you were a Jedi. You don't even know you're Revan
So you
until
just
the
have
very
amnesia.
end. Yes. So you're going from all the way to lower than a Padawan, back up again.
Hmm. What
Yes.
the
So
heck?
that's how the game goes. Before the game starts,
That's
before you
crazy.
even take control of Revan, he's a badass.
So
Like
he
he's
he literally just forgets everything he knew. So he can't
no.
use a lightsaber. He can't do anything because
Well,
he just
it's more
forgets the gun.
complicated than that, right? So he's already Darth Revan at this time. Again, before you take control of him, and the Jedi Council sends Jedi's after him. He gets his ship, by the way, it gets bombarded by one of his allies. So he's betrayed, as all Sith do, right?
Mhm.
So, and the Jedi's take pity on him. They take him back to the council. The council wipes his memory, and he's starting from scratch, but not as a Jedi, but working for the Republic. And
Oh,
then the Force just moves him back into being a Jedi.
right. It's
And
just natural for him at that point.
yes, so as Revan's story being a insert character, it's a yes and a no for that. While you do have control over him and you do have control over his actions and what he can do, even before that, he's stated to be powerful and a quick learner and
Mhm.
one to have an amazing leader. So it's not really an insert character. You're just kind of picking up where he left off, I guess.
Okay.
So it yeah, so that's kind of another reason why a lot of people argue that Revan is one of the greater ones. Mind you, he lost a Vitiate like at least 3 times. But Vitiate's no pushover.
no, this
Vitiate
shit's no
is
pushover at all.
Vitiate is the least pushover to ever been a pushover. He's
I don't
the
know what that
emperor.
means, but sure.
I don't know what that means either, but I said it, so it's a real sentence.
If it works, it works.
It worked.
All right.
Anyways,
So I think the story of Revan should be canon. I think they should also be tweaks into the story. Um, yeah, man. Revan
Well,
may
I
be a
mean,
badass, but it's a badass failure.
damn.
all we can do is wait and see. But
All
I
we do
mean,
is
you know
wait and
what?
see.
We gotta
I
gotta
have a
sign
question.
out, boys. Oh wait,
You
answer.
got a question?
One last question. Yeah, one
One
last.
last question. What's
If
up?
they were, if Disney were to make another Star Wars trilogy, what would it be about?
Not Kotor.
I think they would do the Dark Empire.
What is
I would also have to
Dark
second the Dark
Empire?
Empire.
Mm,
Really?
yeah, that's
Yes,
on an. I'll tell you guys about Dark Empire on
that's a whole
another
different
episode.
discussion. Yeah, that's a whole different discussion.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Yeah. I like KOTOR. I love playing KOTOR 1 and 2. I hope it's a KOTOR 3, but if they do a remaster or even a remake, that's fine for me too. I just love KOTOR, and I wanted to talk about it with you guys since
Yeah,
you guys are Star Wars
I mean, Star
fans.
Wars is. I love
Star
Star
Wars,
Wars.
Amazing.
Star
It's
Wars
yeah.
is the religion at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. All right.
All right,
Alright.
we've run out of time, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta go.
It's
Yeah,
turning
Our
dark
yeah.
on Pluto. It's getting cold.
And that's
I forgot the
important. We gotta go
sweater.
back in
Oh man. All
into our
right.
space tents.
Thank you, everybody. Like and
Thank you.
subscribe. Hit the bell. We'll see
See
you
Follow
you,
our
later.
everybody.
Twitter. We're
Follow
getting
our
an
Twitter.
Instagram soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Take
Yeah.
care, everyone.
This is Pluto signing out.
Peace.
Peace.